Hi, what is up YouTube? This is a quick video on how to fill up the ink on your EPSON ECOTANK ET2760, as you can see here. First, I'm gonna go ahead and go through both sublimation ink and regular ink that you can use for this printer, because people usually when shopping for ink they will go and pick up the sublimation ink without realizing what it's for. This is basically for printing graphics onto t-shirts. And yes, you can use it on these kind of printers, but you want to make sure that you only want to use the printer for that kind of printing, basically sublimation printing. I do not recommend using the same printer for sublimation and regular document printing. So you want to stick with one of the inks. And if you do both photos and documents and also sublimation, you want to make sure you use two printers, one for only sublimation and the other one for regular ink for documents and photos. So just a quick comparison between the two inks. Obviously you're going to have sublimation ink printed on the box, but if you look closely you will see that the ink is also more viscous than the regular ink. If you look at these two, you will see that one is a lot more viscous than the other. So this is the sublimation ink and this is the regular ink. It's a lot more fluid. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. So let's go ahead and turn off the printer. Probably not required. Basically from here we're gonna lift it, and next we're gonna go ahead and open the cap, and we have access to the tanks. So the first one is black, as you can see here, it's labeled. You want to make sure you put the right ink in the right tank. So we're gonna go with the black first. And as you can see, these are special bottles that will click onto the nozzle. So you're basically gonna go ahead and put this just like this and push it down. And as you can see, it clicks into place. Try not to squeeze it, you will make a mess. Not sure if you can hear it bubble. And the level is rising right here. Takes a few seconds, but this is the biggest tank. And as you can see, it stops when it's full, and you're gonna go ahead and pull that out. As you can see, there is barely anything left, so we can put that aside. So we are done with the black. We're gonna go ahead and go to the yellow. It's basically the same thing. Gonna open the yellow tank, and it clicks. So when it's full, it's gonna stop, and then you're gonna go ahead and remove the bottle. Barely anything left also. You can close the tank. Next is magenta. All right, full tank. And the last one is the cyan. All right, the same thing, just like this. All right, full tank. We have very little left. You can go ahead and keep these around. When the level drops, you can go ahead and top it off with the remaining ink. We also have a full bottle of black ink left also. So we're gonna go ahead and close this one, and then we're gonna turn on the printer. All right, so after filling up the tanks, you're gonna go ahead and reset the ink level by going to the settings, and then maintenance, and then you're gonna go ahead and go to the 5th page, and then you will see reset ink levels, and then you're gonna go ahead and hit OK, and then you're gonna go ahead and click start, as you can see here. Then you're gonna select proceed. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and select each color that you filled up. We filled all of the colors, so we're gonna select all of them, and then we'll go ahead and hit reset levels. And as you can see, reset complete. Okay, and we are all set, so we can go ahead and go home, and we are all set. So this is how you fill up the ink on this printer. So if you accidentally put sublimation ink instead of regular ink, you're gonna have to remove these hoses, and you're gonna have to siphon out the sublimation ink from these hoses. After that, you can go ahead and fill it up with regular ink and then flush it before printing. To flush it, you're basically gonna go to the settings, and then you're gonna go to maintenance, go to settings, maintenance, and then you're gonna go to power cleaning, the 3rd page, and you're gonna go ahead and hit OK. So for some reason it's not letting me do the power cleaning here. It tells me to visit a website, but you can also turn the printer off, and then you can press the power button and the question mark button all together, and it's gonna ask you run power cleaning, confirm all ink tanks are at least 1/3 full. So you're gonna go ahead and hit OK because all inks are full, so you can go ahead and hit OK. So it's gonna go ahead and run a power cleaning. So if you had the wrong ink before you fill it up with the right ink, you're gonna have residues of the bad ink still in the hoses. So what this is gonna do, is gonna go ahead and pump that out, and there is a tank in the back of the printer where that ink is gonna be stored. It's in the back right here. It's basically gonna throw that ink away, so you will have the right ink ready to be printed, as you can see. It's kind of wasting the ink, but it's necessary if you had bad ink in it. Otherwise, it's gonna clog your nozzle. You can even run it 2 or 3 times to be sure that all the hoses are clear. Alright, so power cleaning complete. And as you can see, the level of the ink went down quite a bit. So I can go ahead and use the remaining ink to top it off. So yep, I guess this will do. Only one power cleaning will purge the hoses and make sure that the residue of the old ink is out. So yeah, this was a quick tip on how to fill up your Epson ET2760. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you around.